Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck Spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we're going to be taking a look at Elementalcore100's Mech Hunter. Big shout out to Elementalcore100. It's been a hot minute since we've checked out a deck from them, but they are one of our favorite content creators. Definitely go check them out on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Of course, links are always in the description. But Elementalcore posted this deck up, mentioned that they went on a 12-0 run to Legend with this deck. So congratulations to them. Hitting that Legend, always a fine thing to do. But it's a really interesting take on Mech Hunter. I think a lot of the Mech Hunters that we've seen have been more Bomb Hunter oriented, very aggressive, lots of reach, good grinding power, and focusing on a lot of those magnetic synergies, which I really like. Instead, what Elementalcore has got here is some similarities, but cutting out a lot of the bomb cards, and instead playing a bit more of a kind of chunky late game with cards like Unleash the Beast, which we've definitely seen can be a total house against the right decks, especially these decks that are trying to play a big tempo game. Unleash the Beast usually shuts them down before they can finish you off. We've also got great defensive options like Safeguard, interesting combo card in Oblivitron, and of course Zul'jin at the top here as kind of this massive late game card. I will say that the Zul'jin in this deck, it's not like in previous versions of Hunter decks like Spell Hunter, Hybrid Hunter, these types of things, where Zul'jin represents just a massive late game value powerhouse. Instead, we've just got the Unleash the Beasts and the 9 lives in here to go off with. But I still think that's a reasonable selection and can get you enough value, and that hero power, of course, is not a bad thing. Other things that are missing, we don't have the missile launcher in here, so we can't do fun missile launcher venomizer things. But I think that's okay. I think mostly missile launcher was just used as a kind of weaker, more expensive war gear. We've got some other cool cards in here, like a Singleton Necro Mechanic and Houndmaster Shaw, both representing cards that our opponent should probably have to answer if they plan on winning the game. I think if they leave a Shaw in play and there's some kind of minion-based deck, it's going to end up terribly for them, especially with these Mechanical Whelps or these Death Rattles in here. And Necro Mechanic could definitely go off as well. The only other card, we mentioned it before, 9 lives. I'm really excited to play with this. First deck that we've played with 9 lives. I think that it's going to be really fun. I imagine that the best cards to get off it, obviously Spider Bomb is fantastic, but I think even Replicating Menace is nice and interesting in that late game situation. You could be 9 lives in, getting a Replicating Menace, throwing the 3 bots out there, and maybe even immediately magneticking onto it if you do have enough mana. But obviously we've got Oblivitron as well, which combos quite nicely, as well as some other chunky Death Rattles like Mechanical Whelp. So regardless, I think the main thing about today is we're going to be learning our way around the archetype. Obviously, we've never played this kind of Mech Hunter before, but I think Elementalcore100 usually puts together some really solid decks that don't require too much tinkering with, they don't require too much nuance or anything like that. They're usually just beefy powerhouse decks, and this one looks like no exception. So, without further ado, we'll jump into some games. We'll see if we get some wins, but regardless, we'll get some learns. Let's go. Alright, we are here with the Mech Hunter up against a Warlock. I think we will keep the Swampoos just to make sure that we have something to play. What are these aggro decks? I think if we can not die in those really early turns, we do have cards like Unleash the Beast, which can get us back into the game. In fact, I think we might coin this Frame Buff. It does match up pretty well with some of these minions. Interesting play there. So maybe our opponent doesn't have like a
I comply.
A Grim Rally or something like that Or maybe it more speaks to the power of the 2-drops that they had in their hand, the 2-drops they have available to them. Got another evil genius? That could be pretty sick. Maybe they got the transform lackey.
Bubble,
Yep.
bubble. The doctor
Good rip.
is in.
See if they got the rush lackey now. Ooh, that'll be tasty. Hopefully we can land this Ursatron and
Double time.
maybe even get the...
Double pay.
They did get the rush. Yeah. Maybe we can land this Ursatron and get a fireworks tech off.
The light protects me.
Already the game has been fast and furious. Ooh, now I really want to get this spider bomb in. Yeah. No, we'll go for the
I
Ursatron.
comply.
Although, if we go for the Ursatron, our opponent can just trade in and leave us with nothing on board, which makes the spider bomb significantly worse. So
I comply.
I think we'll just do it like this and make our opponent have to have a hard time in trading. Although it's possible we should have saved that. Having the spider bomb in our hand is not the worst if we can always pair it with a fireworks tech. The carpet.
The light protects me.
It's pretty good. So they can trade both of their divine shields. Fortunate. His carpet's probably going to take over the game. Although we've got the potentially got some options, but we certainly do feel like we're on the back foot. Our opponent hasn't have to tap yet, which is a sign that they got some great options. Great hand. It's always scary. Finally get to see it tap. So if our opponent has some more 1-drops. And there is a situation where our opponent doesn't have any 1-drops in our hand. They can't trade playthings to trade into this Ursatron.
So
They might just go face.
possibilities.
But I think even if that's the case, they would probably attack with the Omega. Soulfire discarding Soulfire. If they don't play anything here, then they definitely have Leroy and such things. So are we going Spider Bomb Fireworks tech? Probably. Unfortunately, Ziliax can't really kill anything.
I wonder what this does.
Alright, carpet down. That's very important. Now, if this Spider Bomb dies, this will be the 3rd Death Rattle in our pool, right? Or is it just the first one? Because we magnetized the last
My
one.
shield for Argus.
That's pretty good. You gonna go face? I'd go face if I had a Leroy in hand. If they do, we have a pretty good Ziliax turn as well. We can like trade into the Argent Squire with the Spider Bomb. We can actually magnetize onto the Spider Bomb for a little bit of extra life gain. Actually like that. Especially with both Soulfires down. And with not a lot of these decks playing playing silence effects.
Unity, precision, perfection.
And gaining the gaining the 6 as opposed to gaining the 3. And losing our Spider Bomb. I think that's an alright plan. We'll see. If they do have the silence though, might be in a bit of hot water. Alright. Let's go.
I'll get right on it.
My shield for Argus!
Why do you call?
Alright, so the question is, do we want a Replicating Menace and battle? Big 10 life gain. Or do we want to just get our Unleash the Beast down, start kind of getting into this board? I think we'll go for the Unleash the Beast. Especially if we think our opponent's going to have to rumble into this Spider Bomb to kill it. They might just accept that they have to trade their whole board here, kill the Spider Bomb. We're back on 30.
Apple on your head.
Or something more. Ooh, okay. That's actually pretty scary. In fact, both of these together are quite scary. They're juggled over here. Nice. Good bombs, good bombs. I think this turn we'll just go for another Unleash. Hero power. Just don't want to leave this knife juggler in play. It's got a bit of potential. Want to make sure we get this 9 lives off before we go for a Zul'jin, so maybe next turn we can go like safeguard 9 lives. Especially if our opponent puts something on the board. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they tap out here. This is a pretty... Ooh. I was going to say this is a pretty rough situation, but... Alright. Crack that egg. I mean, that's the second Grim Rally, so I think we can actually go face here. Like I said, I think we wanted to go face so that we can kind of close this game out pretty quick, limit our opponent's life taps. I think if we go for the board control plan of like killing one of these and then triggering a Spider Bomb, we just give our opponent more opportunities to get back into the game. Not that I think that... Okay, well there you go. I was trying to think of cards that like might give our opponent a chance, and that's definitely one of them. But I like our chances with our opponent on 12 as opposed to 17.
Here comes the big axe!
Comes the big axe. No, we got a coin. Alright. Let's do some trading. I think we kill this carpet this time. Even though we could have got the extra 4 damage in. Now that the Refarm has gone off, I think we need to play it a little bit safe. We do have quite a lot of burst potential with any mech on board. So we have both Spider Bomb,
The
Replicating Menace.
future is clear. Your demise be near. Spirit of the flame, turn back
Oh my gosh, that counts? That's ridiculous. Alright, can we kill them? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that enough? Let's count this up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can do these two, which is plus 5, which is 9. I'm going to put our opponent on 1. I guess we'll go for the Spider Bomb then.
Wrong password.
Definitely regretting not hitting our opponent for 4 last turn. We should be good. Our opponent's going to have to gain life and present us with, and probably put lethal on the board and have to clear this.
I will do shopping now.
Without clear this and clear the microbots that pop out. Oof. It was a close one. Archvillain Reform. Proving how legit he is. GG's, well played. Okay, we're here with Elementalcore100's Mech Hunter up against a rogue here. Mecharoo on the draw. Not going to be great, but still going to be okay. Hopefully leaves a body around for us to work with. As far as mulligans go, we've got the mulligan guide up here from HS Replay, as well as some notes that Elementalcore100 left on Hearthstone. Looks like we're looking for Fireworks Tech, Ursatron, Houndmaster Shore, upgradable Framebot. Okay, I can deal with this, especially if we can get the Acidic Swampers to kill a Waggle Pit or something like that. Should be pretty tasty. See what our opponent does here. They're going to go for the coin. Sorry, the dagger. Seeker Yeti. Can you show me a very cheap deck? I'm a new player, so I haven't got any dust. Yeah, we can do that. I'll chuck you a link to a deck that we covered recently. Ooh, Cable Grab. Pretty juicy here. Yeah, I think we'll go for the Venomizer here. Trade. Hopefully this...
by Morgan Davey. Keep it wavy. Morgan Davey, thank you.
Sigeti, thank you for the follow. I'll get on that budget deck. Here we go. 910. Whoop. There's a link for you in chat to a budget hunter, budget aggro hunter that we covered. Seemed to work quite well. Great choice of a. Ooh, it's pretty dangerous. Do we coin out a War Gear and risk getting sapped? I mean, if they do sap, then they're lowering the power level of this. But yeah, that's always a good place to start. Great deck for climbing those early ranks. Thanks, no worries. Best of luck with it. And even if you are missing a couple of the cards, there's usually some budget options that you have to include in there. Now, if our opponent doesn't have the sap, we're going to have a pretty good time.
Oh, up to no good? Me too.
Guessing that they maybe didn't mean to sequence it like that. Yeah. Oh, well, interesting. Not the, I guess maybe not the greatest show of power, but I think if our opponent didn't have the sap there and they kind of just let us do whatever, I think we were going to magnetic that next war gear and we should have been able to close that game out. So GG's, well played to our opponent. Okay, we're here with Elementalcore100's Mech Hunter. We'll keep this upgradable framebot. Might keep this fireworks tech around as well, just in case we draw some upside. This episode's question comes to us from Sunny Night. Sunny Night, I like that one. I hope your channel really grows. Always enjoy your mage play since I only play mage. Great job as always. You know what? Don't have to be ashamed of being a class purist. And thank you so much. And I think that APX Void Tempo Mage deck is a really good one. It's definitely a really good deck. I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more of it off stream as well. Really like Mana Cyclone, like the kind of storm aspect of the deck.
Mind if I roll need? I comply.
Question is, where are we going to put this replicating menace? And we could put it over here and then get some extra fireworks tech value, but I think our opponent's probably going to have something to say. So let's just get our damage. El Gigante? Oh, kill that Ursatron. Give us a Spider Bomb. Well, there's the Spider Bomb. So the question is, do we want to trigger an Ursatron or do we want to trigger a Framebot? I think we want to trigger the Framebot. So let's pray.
I wonder what this does.
I comply.
Alright. Good position here. Real good position. I think we'll go for a trade and then maybe get this mechanical whelp out. Never mind. Unfortunately, the idea of getting the mechanical whelp out was to make us a bit more resistant to board clears.
What to do?
But now if our opponent does have Blizzard, they can always just trade and then Blizzard. Sure. Well, glad we have this Ziliac still.
Unity, precision, primitive.
Zul'jin not looking too spicy here. straight up water. Pretty tempted to war gear up. Keep that pressure on.
Protocol 7.
Trade here. I think I'm going to go for the Mech as well. Like I said, just keeping this pressure up. I snapped that one off pretty quick. Yeah, guess they were just looking for any taunt. There you go, GG. It's definitely a good example of a game where, you know, keeping that fireworks tech and getting a little bit lucky with that spider bomb was absolutely huge. I think any time that you can disrupt a deck like that that's going for like a mountain giant or a big play like that, stop that Conjurer's Calling from coming out, you can have a good game. So let's take a look at the deck. Honestly, I really liked a lot of the cards. We never really got to see Oblivitron, so I'm still a bit dubious on that. I think Zul'jin was absolutely fine, especially with Unleash the Beast kind of doubling up as a spell. I think I really like that. I'm not too sure if we need to be trying to optimize this Zul'jin or getting anything in there, but who knows, there could be some interesting cards we could play, like, you know, Cybertech Chip or Secret Plan, other non-targeted spells or secrets. Could almost be worth trying to, you know, get a freezing trap in here if you do see a bunch of those you know, Mountain Giant-esque decks, or possibly trying to fit this Animal Companion back into the deck. It's going to be pretty tight, given that a lot of these cards are really good. I was really impressed with Upgradable Framebot as well, which is a card that is not included in a lot of the other Mech Hunter decks. So yeah, if you are looking for a Hunter deck to jump on the ladder, grind things out, you've got a lot of the kind of key legendaries and stuff, I think this is a nice one. Nice and interactive, pretty resilient, can grind, plays a nice mid-range game. But yeah, so big shout out to Elementalcore100. Of course, if you are watching on YouTube, all the links are in the description, including a link over to the Hearthstone deck article. Please jump over there, give Elementalcore100 a +1, leave a lovely, thoughtful comment, like I know you will. You can also find my details down there as well, which includes a link over to Twitter. That's the best place to catch me. If you've got a sweet deck you want me to check out, link it to me over there. But until next time, please stay safe, stay wavy, eat the rich, and be a menace. Bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other ones over here, or come subscribe to the Wave Pool for more excellent times.